Hi guys. Wanted to talk for a second about kind of what I do. I drive big trucks that usually have something chained to them, big flatbeds. Okay? Whenever you see something with wheels, let's say, chained to a flatbed, it's usually held down with chains and boomers, what's called a boomer, which is basically a worm gear screw that just tightens the chain and holds it down, ratchets it down tight. Now those chains aren't going to break. Okay, they're just not. They're tough. However, other things on whatever you're hauling, they might not always be the best in the world. It's very rare that anything breaks when it's chained and boomered properly. It's probably not going to come loose. Now, I mean, not everybody knows how to chain things properly. They just kind of wing it. So, there's that problem that can happen. And normally when you chain and boomer something, you put two chains in V formation, one pulling the car, whatever you're hauling backwards, and one pulling it forwards, especially with something on wheels, and that way it's not going to roll forwards or backwards. You've got the opposite forces pulling. Not everybody does that. But let's say they have everything chained and boomered tightly, and, in V formation, everything's done correctly. Something just happens to go wrong. A weld breaks, on the truck, or whatever you're hauling, whatever hook they have to ratchet stuff down with breaks for whatever reason. Not likely to happen, but, things just happen. When that thing comes off, if you are riding that truck's ass, and let's say I'm hauling a 12,000 pound skid steer, and it comes rolling off the back of that truck, well, first off, let me tell you what's going to happen, okay? If you've got the chains and V's, and one of those chains comes loose, it's going to roll, okay? The vehicle is likely going to move one way or the other. A lot of things like the big pumps we've got that weigh thousands of pounds, they don't have any kind of brakes. They're sitting on wheels, so they're relying on chains to hold them still. What's going to happen is that thing's going to roll. If the back chain breaks, it's going to roll forward. If the front chain breaks, it's going to roll backwards. What's going to happen is that chain is going to come loose, and then that apparatus that is on the back of that truck is going to come off of that truck towards you if you are riding behind me. And if you are tailgating me and that thing falls on your vehicle from 4 feet up, which is where my flatbed sits, you're not going to collect personal injury. Your family might, if they're lucky, but no, you're just going to be dead. I mean, if a 12,000 pound skid steer falls on your vehicle, it's going to flatten it like a pancake. I don't care what you're driving. You're dead. Okay? If it comes off, say on a highway, like this little Honda was tailgating me earlier, well, I had it was a 3,500 pound compressor strapped down. If something much larger, which is normally what I haul, say I have once again, 10 to 12,000 pound piece of equipment on there, and it comes off the back of that truck, if you hit that doing 70 miles an hour when it comes off the back of that truck, it's going to be like hitting a wall doing 70 miles an hour. You're going to lose that battle. You're going to hit it, and it's not going to move very much. You're going to be the one to take the impact, okay? So, either way, you're just going to be dead. They're going to be scraping you out of that vehicle. If you see a flatbed with something chained to it, stay back. Because, like I said, the likelihood of something happening is very slim. But do you really want to play the odds with your life or your kids' lives? And not to mention, if I have all that stuff on my truck, I weigh about 40,000 pounds. And you riding right up my bumper is a distraction. Even for the best drivers, there's some vehicle that they can't see in their mirrors. They don't know where it is. It's driving crazy, and now they're having to pay attention. You're constantly looking at your chains anyway to make sure everything's tight. But suddenly you've got that distraction going on too with someone driving crazy. You know, I'm a pretty good driver, but if someone, say they haven't slept in a while, say they're, you know, having a rough day, and suddenly you're distracting them, that 40,000 pound vehicle is a moving death machine at that point. So all I'm saying is, number one, give big vehicles their space, period, because you don't want to gamble with that. But if they have a load strapped down, be it logs, be it anything with wheels, car carriers, anything like that, the likelihood of a car coming off a car carrier is so slim it's ridiculous. But accidents happen. Anything you see strapped down to a flatbed, give it a wide berth. It's not worth your life. Okay, guys? All right, have a good one.